No, I was going to say you would be little for grade 6 if that was the case.
I'm a year 5.
You're a year 5? Okay. So here at the school, do you have school captains? Is that how it
Yeah, I'm a
works?
school captain.
Yeah.
There's 3 more.
Yep.
Except they can get elected to write these questions.
Okay. So I'm going to get asked questions from all levels of kids and right through. Is that the way it works here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ah, sounds good.
Do you want to start with number 1?
Sure, that's always a good start.
Does anyone have a number 1?
Yep.
I have
You
number
got,
2.
yep, you got number 1.
My name is Molly. I'm Junior School Council from Trafalgar Primary School and I like playing netball. What do you think about having more basketball/netball courts in our community?
Always.
If yes,
Ooh.
where could we put them?
Okay, well that's a really good question. I love sport. I love all types of sport, so I think we should have as many sports fields and grounds and netball courts and basketball courts as you like. That's one of my favourite things. Working out where they go is always the hard part because we want to make sure that they're put in the right spot so that the most people can get to use them at any one time. So that's a really a hard question to answer. What we try and do, we have lights, this is fantastic. What we try and do is go out to the separate towns where they're needed and ask the question from the people who live in those areas as to where they think they need to go. And then we try and work out how we can get it to work best. So yes, I think we need more sports places for us to be able to go and exercise, but to find out where they go is what we need to ask the people all the time. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Cool.
Number 2.
Hi, my name's Xander. I'm from Trafalgar. I am in Trafalgar Primary. I'm a year 5 student from LA10, which is a 5-6 class. I like reading books, and I have my own bookshelf at my home filled with like Guinness World Record books, fact books, and novels. I also like collecting pandas because like panda teddies and panda items because pandas are my favourite animal. I don't know how they became my favourite animal. It's just they've been my favourite animal for a very long time. The leaders in our school believe that once a year the Shire should participate in Plant a Tree Day. We will gladly make a fundraiser to buy seedlings, pots and equipment. We will happily find an appropriate place to plant the trees for the day. It would give us great pleasure to get everyone involved in this special event, which would be held on the 21st of March.
21st of March, that sounds like an invitation to me. So you're asking me personally would I like to come? Absolutely. We take the environment really, it's a really important part of what we do as councillors. We need to make sure that the environment's looked after all the time. And tree planting and Clean Australia Day, all those kind of days are really important to councillors. If those invitations come through to us, we would love to be here and stand side by side and help you dig your holes and put your trees in, but that would be a pleasure if we could do that.
Hi, I'm Claudia. I'm house captain at Trafalgar Primary School. I'm in grade 6 and in LA8, and my favourite hobbies are, well, I play a sport, which is cheerleading, which is on a Tuesday and Thursday, and I like doing henna. Could we possibly have more paths on busy roads, for example Waterloo Road? The speed limit is 100, so it's unsafe for bike riders and people walking to and from Yarragon. Another example would be Melaleuca Drive.
Okay, so you're going specific on me. That's really interesting. So what we can do in this case, we've got every year at council. So as you might know, you guys, we do a budget every year, and in that budget we have what they call long-term infrastructure plans, where we try and work out how we spend the dollars that come in and where it needs to go. There's a footpath program that's involved in all of that, and I'm fairly sure that some of the roads that you've been talking about are on that list. And they will show you exactly when it's done, when they're going to be completed, started. The Waterloo Road area is one of the spots that we've been talking about. And Melaleuca Road, I'll have to take that one. I sound like a politician now, but I'll take that one on notice because I'm not too sure about that. But it's there for people to see. And if it really does become an issue and you think it's really, really important, get in contact with the council. That's one thing. People think that that you need to do things only at certain times, but your group, your community can talk to us at any time and say this is a really important thing for us, and then it goes to the councillors and to the officers, and we look at it from there. So hopefully we can get things done.
Yeah, my family tried to put in a notice to change the speed limit
Yes.
instead
Yep.
for pubs, but they said no. So we tried again, and one of my mum's friends just said to just keep trying because.
That's it.
Yeah.
A lot of the things, and people can sometimes get a little bit confused with things like speed limits and that, is that council doesn't always have control over the speed limits. It can be a state government thing with Vic Roads, and they decide. So, but as a council, what we can do is say to the state government and to Vic Roads, this is really important to the community. They want traffic to slow down, and we go in and work on your behalf and try and get them to do the work. So even though we don't always have control, we can work with the communities to try and get things done.
Sure.
Hi, I'm Katie Casper and I'm in grade 6 at Trafalgar Primary School, and I'm also school captain, as you can see from my badge. I really like martial arts. As being specific, I like taekwondo. I do it two nights a week, and right now I'm one strap away from black belt, which is exciting.
Next. Sign language is an English language, and lots of Australians are deaf or can't speak. So our school, Trafalgar Primary School, believes that we should have free lessons in the hall for the public, or make it a part of our community school curriculum. Do you agree?
Oh, I think that's fantastic, and I must admit I don't know sign language. I personally don't, but I've seen the way that it's used in community events that I go to, and I think it's really important to make sure that everybody's inclusive in what we're trying to do. I'm sure too that there's people out there who would willingly give their time up to teach that type of thing. I think it's a great idea. Yeah, anything that can keep communication open to all demographics of people and all abilities is really important.
Yeah, I do know a little bit of sign language.
You do? Can you show me some?
I know the ABC.
Really? Go on, go ahead.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
Very good, very good. Excellent.
That was
That is
amazing.
excellent. That is excellent, yes. And did you learn that here at the school?
I learned it out of a book, and my nan, both of her parents were deaf, and they couldn't speak, so she taught me a little bit.
That's great. That's really good.
Hi, my name's Tyler and I'm in primary school at Traff, and I'm in grade 6 at LA9, and my favourite thing to do is I like to play soccer for Warragul United under 13s.
The students in our school were wondering if we could have more benches and also playgrounds in our community shire. It would make visitors feel welcome and make our shire so much friendlier.
Yeah, it is really important, being able to make sure that people have got places where they can walk their dogs or go for a walk, have a kick of a footy or a soccer ball is really important. It's the hardest part, again, like I said with the council, is that we've got to try and make sure that everybody in all communities have got those things that they can use, and a lot of it again comes down to the public saying to us, we really want this to be in this particular spot, and how can we work with you guys at council, with the councillors, to try and make it happen. So we don't want to be, as councillors, I know how you guys, I don't know if you guys understand, there's 9 councillors who look after the whole of the Bull Shire, but we don't want to be making decisions for the community. We want the community to come to us and say, this is what we want, because it makes it easier for us then. We can go through our planning and make sure that we can get all of those things in the places they need to be.
That's all of our questions.
That's all of the questions. Well, you guys have been really nice to me, because you haven't been mean at all, and you've been really good. So I've really enjoyed having a chat with you guys. And as I've said, it's really important to know that this isn't just a one-off. If you ever want to ask councillors or whatever what's going on or how can we do things, give us a call and come and have a chat, and we're quite open to hear what you want to say.